Now, let's get into the details and the reason why I'm doing this video now. I'm having a project that I want to get myself into next week, and that is to withdraw all the money that I have created on YouTube and help people out there to start businesses, the few people that I'm going to help out there. So I'm doing this video to just let you know the criteria that I'm going to use to recruit people that I'm going to give that money to. But before we get in there, a reminder, subscribe to my YouTube channel. You're going to really help me. Turn on the notification bell and just watch my videos. You're going to learn so much, not only business wise. I'm a mom. I have so much information that I can teach you, even when it comes to lifestyle. I know I'll try as much as possible to create more content when it comes to lifestyle, because I would want to teach you a lot. Mostly the people that are getting themselves into business, I know the steps that you're going to go, the levels that you're going to go through from one level to another, because I've done it all. This is my 9th year doing imports, doing business, so I can always tell you, I know the step that you're going to get, the first step, the second step, the third, until you get to the level that probably you wish to get. I remember, let me give you a story. When I started doing imports, the first import that I didn't fly to China. I did my research on social sites. I got to Alibaba and made an order of gloves, which I didn't even sell one pair of surgical gloves. The whole consignment was gloves that were not elastic. Are you supposed to sell gloves that are not elastic? Even my hand, they couldn't fit me. So they couldn't fit anyone, so I didn't sell that consignment. Actually, I kept it in my store for so many years, and I gave it out when COVID came. You remember, guys, when COVID came and we all didn't understand this condition. We didn't understand how we are supposed to protect ourselves. We didn't understand. So people are using gloves, masks. That is when I gave it out to public cars. In Kenya, they're called matatu. You know those public cars? I gave the drivers to use those gloves for free. There were thousands and thousands and thousands of gloves. Now, that was the first mistake that I did. It is that is not that doesn't mean that Alibaba is a bad place to do your shopping, but I didn't know how to go about it well, and that is why whatever I bought, the quantity was okay, but the gloves were not whatever I was looking for, or whatever can be used in a hospital setup. So I teach and mentor people on how to go about it the right way. I teach into details, the documents required and all that. And I know the people that have done the things that I've taught them to, to do when it comes to doing their imports from Alibaba, they have never made a mistake of getting whatever they didn't expect to get. So the next thing is I went down. People don't understand that. I went down for a whole 2 years, because for that consignment was very big. Like, according to my ability, it was really big. I had taken out each and every coin that I had saved. So now that meant I had to start all over again. So I went down, and that is when I went to thrift clothes. I started with thrift clothes now, to try and rise to get enough money to start a business. Then from thrift clothes, you guys, I always say, people that make money with thrift clothes, hey, how do you make money? I used to make a lot of losses. Even if it's not losses, you'd find the profit margin is very small, that you're even struggling even to pay your bills. Now from there, I went into new clothes. And that is when I started traveling from Kenya to Uganda, Kampala, to pick clothes from Kampala and sell them in Kenya. Then from there, I did my first flight. I didn't order anything from China without flying to China again. I did my first flight to China. I know how your first business flight will be. Yes, can you imagine? Ray knows how your experience will be. You're going to see some things that you wish that you can buy, but you don't have the money. You'll be working on a very small budget. Don't forget that. And that is very normal. You will see so many things that you'd love to have, or you'd love to buy and bring back to your country, but you won't afford to. That is what it means when it comes to doing your first business trip. But don't worry, the things that you saw in your first trip and you couldn't afford, your second trip and your third trip are things that you can just buy when your eyes are closed. You'll afford anything that you'd want. So your first business trip is always like, you see, you admire, you wish that you can get that thing, but you cannot get everything. But now as you proceed, even the hotels, you'll go as you upgrade to better hotels, because your business will start peaking. The moment you do your first trip to China, the moment you do your first order from China, there is no going back. Mostly for the people that I have taught how to do your imports, because I've taught you the right thing. I don't expect to see you doing mistakes. I've taught you the right thing. Once you do your first import, that is it. There is no going back. It's moving from one level to another. Now, financially, when I was doing my first business trip, I was really using phone. I don't know whether in your countries there's something. In Kenya there's something called M-Pesa. So you don't bank your money in the bank, but you transact using your phone. So that is why I always advise all of my students that when you're starting a business, do it the right way from the first step, and that is registration of your business. Get a business registration certificate. It doesn't matter whether it's just a business page on Instagram and you're doing your business in the house. Let it be registered. Another thing is create a business account. I always insist on that. Create a business account with your bank of choice. So that not an account that reads your name, but account that reads your business name. If it is Ray, just Ray, it's an account that reads just Ray. You can only get that if you get your business registered. Also, have each and every coin of anything that you sell every day, let it go through the business account. Deposit it at the end of the day. That will help you so much, because in life there is growth, there is steps that you have to take in life that will really help you when it comes to creating your credit score, getting your credit score a bit up. So I used to transact on my phone, and I used to work with the little amount of money that I have. And a time would come, I would want some amount of money, and not a lot, by the way, probably $1,000 extra to be able to get something so that I can deliver to a certain client. But when I went to the bank, I couldn't be given the money because I don't put money in the bank. But when I show my M-Pesa statement, that is whatever I'm transacting on the phone, it is so good. But when it comes to the bank, I don't even put, not even 100 shillings in the bank. And I really needed that credit score at the moment. So you'll get to that level where you really want to build your credit score as a business person. You'll start getting money so that the bank can start giving you the money if you want, you know, some small loans, bigger loans and all that. Make sure you get a bank that can give you loan without security. Security is equals to your money. We have so many banks in the country where probably if you want some amount of money, if you can raise 30% of the money that you want, they are going to give you that money. Don't go for banks that they ask you for logbooks, for title deeds, such things. You won't be able to do it because you're still growing, you're still very young in business, and probably you don't even have all those. Like me, I didn't have all of those things despite doing my first flight to China, because I didn't put in buying of a car as a priority. I had so many other things to take care of at the moment. So you're going to get that level, building your credit score. You're going to build your credit score. You're going to build your credit score. You're going to start getting money from the bank the way you want. But this is the thing, guys, that I'm teaching you guys that I've taught how to do business, and the people that I'm teaching how to do business. Be careful of that stage. There are so many business people that are stuck in that stage until they are, I don't know what, or until they die. We have so many business people out here with many cars, biggest pieces of lands, best houses and all that. But anything, any documentation related to whatever they have, it is in the bank. If it's a car, the logbook is in the, it doesn't matter whether there are 5 cars, the logbooks are in the bank. They have taken chunks of loans. If it is a house, the title deed is in at the bank. We have people who have everything, but they don't have any document for the properties that they have and the assets that they have. They are stuck in that stage of taking loans back to back, back to back, back to back. So you realize that this person is doing so much sales, because that is where I was at some good, a few good years. So you realize your business is doing so well, but at the end of the day, the bank requires you to pay a lot of money at the end of the month. And you know what? When you excel in business, remember, each and every transaction that you're making is going through the bank. Now, if your account is so much active and it is doing so well, the bank will even call you even 5 kilometers away. Hey, you don't want me to buy you a car? You don't want me to buy you a house? You know, they can see your account. So they will always want you to take a loan. You are like a potential client when it comes to being given a loan. So if you fall into getting loans back to back, you'll have no peace. You'll die out of depression and stress. You'll get all diseases that come with a lot of thinking. I have seen people that don't sleep because of the amount of money the bank is asking them to pay each and every month. I have seen people who have bought biggest cars. They have been taken away when they had, maybe a car was going for like how much? 20,000, yeah, $20,000. They have paid until the remaining part is like 5,000, not 5,000, 5 million. How much is 5 million? Not, I don't know, like 5 million Kenya shillings, and the car is taken away from them. I've seen people with the best businesses. They have tons of clients. They make tons of sales, but they are so unhappy because they are stuck in that place where will I ever clear my debts? Because you have so many debts. I was stuck in that area. Remember, I had created a very good credit score. Is it a credit score? Yeah, I'd created a good one. So anytime I would want money from the bank, I would just get, even if it's, well, I don't know what that type of a loan is called, an emergency loan of maybe like $3,000. I'll just go to the bank and they're going to give me that money right away, the same day. But remember, I'm supposed to pay it within a month's time now, and then I have maybe another pending loan. So one thing I decided to do, I sat down and realized, okay, this thing is messing me up. I just want to clear my loans and just be a debt-free person. So that is now where it came the story of being frugal, not frugal, a minimalist and all that. Not a minimalist when it comes to my lifestyle, because lifestyle, as per lifestyle is involved, I'm a minimalist. But now my financial life, I decided to be a minimalist. Decided to take out most of the things that I don't need so that I can be able to clear my debts. It took me like a whole 2 years to work on that. Things don't just happen. It took me like a whole 2 years. I worked on it. I worked on that. Then I got myself out of that situation. So I know most of you will also go through that, because life experience is the best teacher. I know some of you are also in that situation as we speak. Please don't be stuck in that situation. Don't allow yourself at any given point to be stuck in that situation as a business person. It feels so good when you're a debt-free person. You have no idea. It feels so good working with the little amount of money that you have. And that is why you see most of you that I teach how to do business, I always tell you to start with the little amount of money that you have, because it is imports that you're doing. It's not any other business. It's going to multiply very fast. If you've settled for a good business, you're going to make even more money very, very fast within no time. So why put yourself in that situation of taking a loan to start a business? By that doing, I went from a level of doing a huge amount of imports to doing like 30,000 Kenya shillings is like $300 worth of imports. I started doing like $200, $150 worth of goods from China. Remember, this is a person who even flies to China oftenly. But because I want to get myself out of the debts that I'd put myself into, I started intentionally working towards it by even going down. I made sure that I had that consistency of, even if I'm doing an order of 150, I would do 150, and I would make sure that each and every week there are some goods that are coming in, there are goods that are coming in. So it is $150 or $100 worth of goods, but my stocks would keep coming in. And that is how I grew again from now being a debt-free person and getting myself out of loans and working with the little amount of money that I have and all that, and moving from now doing huge amounts of goods, worth of goods, to very small packages, but they served me and they serve me till today. So that is one of the best things that I got myself into. I know even you, one of these days, as you grow business wise, chances are you're going to go through all those steps. There's a place that your goal will be like, I want to be eligible to get a loan. Because me, there's a time that I was like that. I just want to be eligible to get a loan. And let's not forget that Ray had been listed by the credit bureau. Huh? CRB, chair lady. I was in the credit bureau. So when I cleared my debts, I cannot even explain to you. And you know how I got myself into that credit bureau thing, the CRB thing? Sorry, do you know how I got myself into that CRB thing? It's because of phone, they are called mobile phone loans. Mobile phone loans, avoid them as like I don't know, like a plague. Just avoid them. From all those apps that give you $100, $150, that is how I got myself in the CRB. Just avoid them. As you try to be a minimalist in your financial lifestyle, there are things that you're going to stop. Sometimes learn from other people's mistakes. Let me get back to whatever that made me shoot this video. Now, I want to give back to you guys that have been watching my videos, and this is the absolute reason why I want to do it. When I started teaching people how to do their imports last year in April, I was doing it on TikTok. Yes, I was just doing it on TikTok. I would go live when I get the time to. I would tell people, hey, come, let me teach you the things that I do every day. And it all started with my first, one of the trips that I did, business trip, and I saw people were interested, and I started teaching you guys. Now, during my lives, people started asking me to just create a YouTube channel. They told me of YouTube channel, they told me of YouTube channel, they told me and told me and told me for like a whole, I don't know, a whole what? Almost the whole half an year, 6 months, you guys kept telling me to create a YouTube channel. You even went ahead to encourage me to create a YouTube channel, and you're going to follow me on YouTube. I thought, I don't know, I felt like YouTube is a lot of work that to start with. I felt that I might not even be able to edit and all that. So that is why I was a bit reluctant. But I decided to create one later on. And after creating, I didn't post anything until I think September, yeah, September, I started posting stuff. It was a struggle to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I don't know, it's such a struggle to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I don't know why, but it was a struggle. But in December, I was monetized. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, again, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Now, I was monetized and I started getting my revenue in January. So I always get my revenues every month from then. I never knew that people can make a living, and a good one, by just creating content on YouTube. And I'm hereby telling you and encouraging you to create content on YouTube and post. If you're a good cook, cook for us, show us whatever you're cooking. If you're good in organizing things, just show us. If you're good in, I don't know what, babysitting, just teach us and show us how babysitting happens. If you're good at doing hairs, just show us. YouTube is the in thing. I'm here to just tell you, and I told you last year, if I'll try and see how YouTube is, and I'm going to come back with a feedback. YouTube is the real deal. If you're jobless, if you're at home, if you're just bored in the house, or even if for us that are working and our schedules are still complicated and busy, just try to create content. It's the in thing. One of the apps that I love when it comes to making money is Instagram. Instagram, hats off. Instagram, hats off, because I have been using Instagram to do my sales, and I know how good Instagram is when it comes to doing your sales. But I never thought that YouTube is as well as good as Instagram. Also, I know TikTok. TikTok is one of the apps that you can completely monetize. I can say for sure that my TikTok, I might not have a lot of followers. If you don't follow Just Ray on TikTok, please go and follow her, because I'm very much active on TikTok. I'm not having so many followers on TikTok, but I can tell you that chances are I've made so much money compared to people with hundreds of thousands of followers on TikTok. So just go, be active, use social media well, monetize social media. I always say this: if a social account is not bringing you money, forget about it. Me, one day I tried to monetize Twitter, but that is back in the days. I tried to monetize Twitter. I would post my sneakers, then I would put in the trending hashtag. I would check the first to maybe first, second, third, and fourth trending hashtags, and then I would post my sneakers and put the trending hashtag. Sorry, but there is no one who ever asked me even how much is this show, how much is this, and that is how I got up myself out of Twitter. So if a social site is not bringing you money, just forget about it. The same as Facebook. If Facebook is not bringing that money, forget about it. If it is Instagram, that is the best way possible to decide whether this is a perfect social account for you to use or not. If not so, think of how you're going to monetize your social accounts. Sometimes you don't have to show your face. I don't show my faces on Instagram. Neither most of you that have bought from me know that that is my page. Yeah, I don't, and I have never put my pictures, unless maybe on one page where I have put a few or 2 or 3 pictures of me, but I don't post pictures of myself on Instagram page where I do sell my products. Another thing that I would want to tell you, the people that are relying on Instagram to do your sales and social accounts, you're supposed to separate yourself and your business. Yourself, your life and everything, and your business. Go incognito. Let on your business pages, even for the celebrities, go incognito on your business pages. Don't necessarily let people know that, oh, that's my page. Oh, don't even show people your face on that page, because it takes 1 minute for someone to bring down an Instagram page. People report your page, and within a week's time, people can even create pseudo accounts and report your page for a week, and within no time you've lost a page that probably was earning you $500 or $600 a day. So when it comes to Instagram, know how to separate your business and your social life. Let your business pages be your business pages. Keep quiet. Don't even tell your best friends. People will always buy from you, and people will always follow you because they like the products that you sell. Don't keep telling people even follow me, and putting your business pages all over your social accounts for people to follow you. They are going to follow you. The people that know you, they are going to follow you, but they are not going to buy from you. I don't know, and I can't remember the last time I saw any of my friends buying from my product. So let the people that are going to help you grow are purely strangers, people that you don't even know of. I have people that I've kept friendship with for like 4-5 years. They buy from my page. I have never seen them. I have never met them ever in my life. But those people really buy from me. Note that. So don't keep your Instagram or business pages completely incognito. Don't even let the people that you think that they're your best of friends to follow you or to know your pages, because people can be something else. Now let's get back to whatever you were talking of. I started teaching people, and people told me to create a YouTube account, and I created, and I got monetized. Now since I got monetized, I've never done any withdrawal. I've never, it might not be so much, but it is enough money to help me so much with so many problems that I'm having. But I've intentionally decided that I'm going to withdraw that money. And once I withdraw that money, I'm going to give it out there, specifically not to solve any problems that you could be having, but for you to start a business with that money. Again, specifically not to solve any problem that you could be having, but to start a living by doing business using people that are going to qualify for that. Number one, it must be someone that has gone through the 7 days imports class. I do run a class, most of you know it, a Telegram class, 7 days imports class. I teach and mentor people on how to do imports from China. Now, I've taught so many people out there. There are people probably out there that have taken the class but have not started doing anything because they didn't have enough money, even the little money, not enough, the little money to start importing something to sell. Okay? To start importing something to sell. That is step number one. Must be someone who has taken the 7 days import class. Remember, I have the best system. I have the best bots and system. They keep all the records. If you've ever been in my class, I have your record. The day that you joined and the day that you left the class. Yeah. That is why some of you who come to my social sites and say, hey, I paid, and you know, there are people who come and say that they have paid, they have never joined and all that. We just go back to the system. And most of them, we realize that there are people that have never paid, have never joined our class. There are people that are just bringing clutter from somewhere else. Or maybe they have been sent by the person that they have been sent by to come and just, you know, post something negative on our pages. We have the best systems that track down each and every activity that happens in my class, because it's a system, it's an automated system. So if you have never been in our class, I'll know that you've never been in my class. If you've ever been in my class, I'll definitely know that you have ever been in my class. The second qualification is, let it be a person who completely doesn't and cannot be able to raise not even $50. Be a person who really needs that. If you know that you can be able to raise $50 and above, you are a person who can qualify to start a business. You are a person who can start importing things from China. So please don't write to us. Remember, there is a God who sees. You might lie to me, but God in heaven is going to see. God in heaven is going to judge you. You might take up an opportunity that could have helped someone somewhere and helped them so big. So let it be a person who really needs that money to start a business. One, a person who has taken the 7 days imports class. Number two, a person who really needs that money. You understand? And a person who cannot be able to raise $50 and above. The last offer that, not offer, the other group that I started for doing business, I funded people last year, people that are doing great and mighty things out here. And in that group that I was trying to help people, you can watch my videos. There's a person that lied to me. Yeah, there's a person that lied to me. A person who was in a position to start doing the business. A person who could have even come up with even more money than that. But because of the prayers that I have prayed to God, that person has never done business till today. Just things happened. Things happened back to back. The order that we placed, and you know me, I always give someone money and the rest is yours to work on. The orders didn't go through. They tried another one, it didn't go through. It tried another one, it didn't go through. Till today, they never benefited from that. The same group of people that I taught, someone managed within a span of like, I don't know how many months. They had raised enough money even to fund their younger sibling to go to high school. I can't tell you, within the same time, people did marvelous things. Some of the people that I taught, most of the people that I taught. So let it be a person who genuinely needs it. And always remember, there are people that really consult God before they do anything. That is why you see, even in this funding that I'm doing, I'm telling you, even if you have any other problems, don't use that money to solve your problems. Use that money to start a living for yourself, to start a business for yourself. You will remember one day, God is going to expand that little that I'm going to give you in ways that you won't even imagine. So those are the 2 qualifications. The other one, please write to me. Be genuine. Please write to me why you really need the money. I'm going to put down our email. Please write to me why you really need the money. Now, for your case, the people that I'm going to give you the money, I might not be able to have the time, like for the others, to place an order with you and all that. And that is why I want someone who has taken the class. So what I want you to do is engage in conversations with suppliers for the specific thing that you'd want to start getting yourself into. Then that is after I write to you and let you know that, okay, we are going to set up a business with you. I'm going to give you this amount of money. So I want you to engage in a conversation with the supplier, get the PR, get the information right, then get your pro forma invoice. Get your pro forma invoice. Let me go through your pro forma invoice. You share the pro forma invoice with me via email or even WhatsApp and all that. Let me go through your pro forma invoice. If there are any corrections that I would want to make, I'll help you. If there are decisions that I would want to help you to make, maybe better decisions that will work for you in a better way, I will help you. But get a pro forma invoice. Let me just go through your pro forma invoice. That is the match that I'm going to do for the people that I'll try to fund the business for. With that, that is good and that is enough. We are going to start, and this is a project that I'm embarking on next week. Let me see what God has in store for me and you. Let's see what God has in store for me and you. And I can't wait. I can't wait. I have never even created a Euro account to withdraw that money. So I'm going to create it next week. I'm going to get myself into it, and I'm going to help you guys out there. May God bless you. May God bless you. May God bless you. May God bless you. For the people that I'm supposed to see tomorrow, I don't know where you guys are going to see it, because I gave a number and all of you decided to exceed and just break. I don't know what. I don't know how you're going to fit in that hall tomorrow, but Kempinski is supposed to figure out how my people are supposed to fit in that hall. But I'm ready for you. I have so much in store here. Here, deep inside this heart of mine, I have so much love for you. I want you to succeed in the things that I'm teaching you. I have so much to share with you. The people that cannot manage to come to the conferences, join the input class. It's a 7 days input class. I charge $25 or 2,000 Kenya shillings for the people that are in the country. Get yourself into doing something. Learn something, then get yourself into it. I want you to also remember that it's one thing for me to teach you. It's another thing for you to decide to do the things that I teach you. Let me repeat that. It's one thing for me to teach you. It's another thing for you to decide to put into practice the things that I teach you. I've seen people that I've taught, they have done the biggest and the most marvelous things. I've seen someone that I've taught how to do their inputs. They decided to sit on that information. They have not done anything, and their lives have not changed in any way. Like they are wondering, why did I even join that class? Why? And at the same time, there's a person who joins that class. Even before their 7 days are over, they have already done their first inputs. The other live, we had a live on Tuesday, because every week I teach not less than 200 students. Every week I have not less than 200 people that I teach how to do inputs. Now, we do lives on Tuesdays or on Wednesdays. On Tuesday, I was telling people in my class, make sure if I teach you how to do something, to do your inputs, start, even if it is with as little as 100 and not 100, even if it is as less as $20, $30. Place your order from China. Import an item, even if it is for personal use. You have no idea what that means when it comes to the spiritual realm. Yeah, it could be just something else that you're doing, but you don't know how many protocols of the devil that you'll be breaking by just doing that input, even if it is for your own personal use. You realize that, oh, after this, the second input is much easier to do than you expected. The third one is much easier to do than you expected. There are people that the devil has really decided to use them as his workshop. You try to do something, you feel discouraged. You try to do something, you lose the energy. You try to do something, you feel like your head is full of things that you cannot even tell people whatever it is in your head. You feel everything is complicated, and he's just doing that intentionally to keep you on the floor. Intentionally to keep you on the floor. Yeah? You feel like, I don't know, I can't do this. It's so complicated. And another thing, for the people that come to me and I teach them how to do your inputs, the housewives, the men that don't have jobs, I don't know, the students in the universities, I don't know, anyone that I teach how to do your inputs. Remember, it's up to you to fix your life. Please don't sit back and feel as if I can't do it. The things that you're saying that you cannot do it, there are people that are doing it every week. So you're not exemptional, and there is no difference between you and those people. So anything that I teach you, take it and take it and take it seriously. So God bless you. Let me just go and sleep. What time is it? It's 11:19. Let me just go and sleep so that I can be able to have a great day tomorrow with you. We enjoy our day. Let me teach you how to do your inputs. If you haven't joined our inputs class, please make sure you join our inputs class right away.